Good morning, everyone, and if you're watching this video later in the day, good afternoon or good night. Welcome to A Purposeful Pursuit. Normally I don't come to y'all like this, but I had to come to y'all like this morning because the other day I was washing dishes, right? I was in the kitchen and I was washing dishes, and I was washing dishes in the dark. And you might be thinking, Chrystle, why were you standing in the dark washing dishes? And I was standing in the dark washing dishes because my husband had been hanging some shelves for the kids' books in the house. And while hanging the shelves, he hit like a line or something, and it basically knocked out the power in the kitchen. And he actually fixed it. He fixed it, but I was still standing in the dark washing dishes. And as I was standing in the dark washing dishes, because I had gotten used to doing that for like a week, I was thinking, oh man, I could go turn the lights on. But I was like, well, I only got not too many dishes left. I've been standing here washing the dishes in the dark this long. Might as well I just keep washing these dishes in the dark. And it's funny because then in that moment I was like, wow, this is how a lot of people live life, in the dark. There is access to light. I could easily have just really not even had to walk to the wall to turn it on. I could have just been like, Alexa, turn kitchen lights on, and the lights would have turned on. Like, so I really didn't even have to walk anywhere to get the light to turn on. All I had to do was, Alexa, turn lights on, and the lights in the kitchen, boop, they would have turned on. But I was so committed to just staying in the situation I was in, washing these dishes in the dark. How many of us live our lives this way? How many of us have access to light, which we all have access to light? Like the Bible says, we are the light. We are like a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. We have access to light, yet we're living in the dark. And dark can mean different things for different people. So for some people, dark is a sense of hopelessness. It's a sense that there is nothing better. They might as well settle in the situation they're in the job they're in the relationship they're in the unhappiness that they are in, because there is not going to be anything better for them on the other side. They truly believe where they are right now in life is their lot in life. But I would say, if it's not God's best for you, it can't be the end for you. It's not what's truly for you in the end game, to use an Avengers term. And then for some people, living in the dark is just not being brave enough to step out and do things that they know they should be doing. They're living in the dark concerning what is the next step. Just because they don't have the final step, they don't want to take the next step. And so they live in a darkness, they live in a shadow of what their life could be, because they're too afraid to step out and do. And then there are the people that are living in the dark because they're lazy. All I had to do was say, Alexa, turn the lights on in the kitchen. And the lights would have turned on like that. But some of us are so comfortable in the situation that we're in. It's not that we don't know what to do. It's not even that we have this fear or this unbelief of the ability to do. We just won't do because we're too comfortable. And our comfortability has made us lazy. It's caused us to not pursue the things that are for us fully, with intention, with purpose. You know, here on the channel, it's a purposeful pursuit. And so sometimes when we wander aimlessly or just do things out of habit, we are no longer living in purpose. We are living in a type of darkness that's keeping us from living in the light and being the light that we can be and are meant to be. And not only that, the light that this world is waiting to see. And so as I stood washing the dishes in the dark, I was having all these thoughts, right? I was having all these thoughts as I was washing the dishes in the dark. And I was like, Chrystle, is this you? Could you be doing more? Could you be searching, not even searching, but executing better on walking in the light? And I think the answer for me is yes. I think the answer for me is yes. And so, you know, here on the channel, I'm all about authenticity and transparency. And so I'm being transparent with me. I'm being transparent with y'all. And I really just want to ask you that. Like, I feel like that's a season that we're in. Not that, you know, necessarily a season of like grind harder, go harder, like running yourself into the ground. Because I had another thought the other day, and that thought was, if you've been working hard and you've been, you know, doing a lot, really just to build your life, build yourself, build what you believe God is telling you to do. If you've been working really hard and you're like, oh, I need to take a break. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. There's nothing wrong with resting. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself, your health, your mental health. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's not being lazy. It's being attentive to the needs of, you know, this physical body that you're in. And even I would say like spiritually too, because to be creative, to be able to hear clearly from God, you need to be rested. It's hard to hear when you're not rested. And so that's rest physically, and also rest for your mind, rest for your soul. So just being able to mentally rest is important. So I'm not saying, oh, should you be doing more in the sense of like, you know, run yourself into the ground. I'm saying, could you be doing more purposefully, more intentionally? Every day, are you allowing yourself to live in a light? Or are there areas in your life where, you know, there's a little bit of shadow, a little bit of darkness going on? Not darkness in the sense of evil, but darkness in the sense of you should be and you can be shining so much brighter. And so, like I said, I was honest. I feel like I was honest and I was authentic. And I'm going to ask you guys a question. Can you be shining brighter? Are there areas in your life where there should be more light and you're not seeing it? Let me know in the comments. Am I on my own? Or does this include you too? Did this speak to you? Do you feel like there's areas where maybe you've lost hope where there should be hope? Where you've lost the intentionality of pursuit where there should be more intention? Where you become comfortable where you should be allowing yourself to thrive more? Are you on a purposeful pursuit? Or are you just living? Because I always say, don't just live life, pursue destiny. That's my life's tagline. Are you in pursuit of destiny? Let me know. Meet me in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing more videos like this. I need ways to let my light shine. And this is one of them. And for all my relationship people out there, don't let hopelessness set in. If you're not in the best for you, if you're not happy, if you know it's not God, don't stay in what you know is not God. Don't settle for what you know is not God. And for everybody else, also, don't settle for what you know is not God. All right, you guys, I just had to have this moment with you. So, hopefully you subscribe, and until next time, peace.